Are you sick and tired of gambling your hard-earned money on Madden packs? Look no further than my sponsor, MMOEXP, for the cheapest and most reliable MUT coins on the market. And don't forget to use code Ferdy at checkout for 5% off. What's going on, guys? Today, we are grading every single Most Feared Part 3 card. I'm going to spend a lot more time on the higher overall cards than these 83s, but we're still going to at least talk about every single card and give you my thoughts. And then finally, a letter grade at the end, A+ to F-, whatever the card's grade is. Real quick though, our shout out of the day goes to my man Carter for commenting the emoji on last video. And if you want a chance to shout out in the next one, let's comment the sheep emoji. Comment the sheep emoji. But yes, let's just get started here with Jimmy Garoppolo. Jimmy Garoppolo, will he play? I don't think so. I don't think. Gen 2 release, same as Geno. Decent short accuracy, 81 throw power is what does it for me. This card is an F. Raekwon Davis, 65 speed at defensive tackle, 88 strength, 85 tackling. This card is probably also going to end up just being an F. The strength is good and the tackling's good, but the block shed on a defensive tackle where every single play he's going to be getting blocked, this card's just not going to see the field at all. Even Sterling Shepard on a Giants team will not see the field. He's an F. Andrew Billings, 68 speed, 86 strength, good pursuit. He's a little bit better. He's better to me than Raekwon Davis. He is better to me than him, but both cards are nothing special. And damn, a lot of Bears have been getting cards recently. Yannick Ngakoue, 82 speed, 85 acceleration, 6'2", 246, 82 power moves, and pretty decent. I mean, you know, if you need like a, I don't think this guy's ever gonna play at an 83 overall, but for special teams, maybe, who knows where Yannick can fit in. But you know, he's got some pretty solid, decent stats. Next, we have Riley Dixon, who does get Rams, Giants, Broncos, and Most Feared chems. I have a Rams team. I'm probably going to end up selling my Johnny Hekker, probably, and just use Riley Dixon, because why not? But 86 kick power is okay, and then 61 speed. Usually they make his cards pretty fast, so there's Riley Dixon. Next, we have Trey Pipkins, low strength, good lead block, good impact block as well, with a 69 speed. This card's actually not bad. I'm in the speed category, so, I mean, Riley Dixon, I would probably give him... Yannick, I'm going to give him probably like a D. I'll give Riley Dixon like a B+, and then Trey Pipkins, he's going to get like a C. I'll give him more like a D, actually, for Trey Pipkins. Next, we have Quay Walker. This card's somewhat budget. 85 speed, 87 acceleration, good tackling, good hit power, good pursuit. 4 to 83 overall, this card's probably like a B card, a B+ for Quay Walker. Okay, now we're into our 87s. First one up is Grady Jarrett. Grady Jarrett cards, they usually make him an end, but if you are going to use this card, put him at defensive tackle. Does have good run stopping stats, a good finesse moves, and has one of 3 traits, which is not the end of the world because he's going to be at defensive tackle. At right end, he's not that good at defensive tackle. He doesn't look as bad, but low speed, low acceleration. This card's probably like a C for an 87 overall. Next up is Shaq Thompson, middle linebacker, 85 speed, 85 acceleration, 85 awareness, and he definitely does not get Lurk Artist, does get Lurker, however. And then he's got pretty decent tackling stats, lower hit power than what I would kind of like. Also lower zone coverage. This card also probably going to end up being a C. Next up, Frank Ragnow. It actually lagged when they were showing this card on stream, so this is actually my first time seeing him. But like 65 speed, 85 awareness, 85 strength, good run block. He's pretty good across the board here. I mean, this card's like a B. Like, there's no stat that really blows me out of the water for an 87. I'll give him like a B+ for Frank Ragnow. Next up, Sean Murphy Bunting. This is a card I do like. If you have all of the man-to-man strat cards, you can get Murphy Bunting to 90 man coverage, and then on one of his theme teams, 89 to 90 speed is pretty solid. This card's probably like A- to B-, A- to B+ is what I should have said. This card's actually not awful, and he's 6'2", or 6 foot as well, so he's not bad. Sean Murphy Bunting, probably the best 87 here. We then have the 87 Darnell Mooney, 87 speed, 5'10". He's actually okay. Card's probably like a B-, and you know, if you have a Bears team, you could definitely use him with 88 speed. And finally, for our first 87, we have my man Breece Hall. Breece Hall, the problem with this card is just no jukebox, and I wish he was a little bit faster. We're starting to get 91 speed running backs in the game, so you know, a guy like Breece, who is one of the fastest running backs in the NFL, to me, probably should have had 88 to 89 speed. Easily should have been in that range. And if they were going to cheat his speed, they could have at least given him jukebox. And he is one attribute away from having jukebox. So that does suck. Breece Hall's card, you know, am I going to use him on my Jets team? He's the best Jets running back. So on my full Jets team, he'll play. But I would rather probably use a cheat than this Breece Hall card. They did him a little bit dirty. But it is what it is, man. So Breece Hall, 87. I'm gonna give this card probably like a B- to C+, somewhere in that range. And next up, we have our 90s. Into our 90 overalls, Davante Adams. I'm gonna make a game plan on this card after this video goes live. But for some reason, I know what the reason is, because these cards are new, but they also were not in the candy pack. They should fix it. If you open up the 28,000, non-BND pack from the store with the treats, the part 3 cards were not in there, and that definitely would have drove down the price. So I do expect when EA does do the make rights, it fixes that or whatever, that these cards should drop a little bit. But Davante Adams, 90 speed, 90 acceleration, 1 threshold, as a ball carrier, has an 87 juke with 88 COD, 90 ball carrier vision. So as far as the wide receiver landscape, I would put Davante Adams with like Jamar and Odell Beckham. Do I think he's better than them? I actually don't think so. I would rather have both of those guys because they hit 2 route running thresholds. However, Davante cards do play pretty well. So I'm going to give Davante like an A- for a 90 overall. I wish he was just Davante Adams should be a guy who hits 3 thresholds. If Stephon Diggs hit 3 thresholds this year, so should Davante Adams with his speed. That would have put him a little bit higher for me. Maybe debatably, with the size and the route running over a guy like Jamar and Odell Beckham Jr. Next up, we have Lamar Jackson. This card right here is an A+. He is the best non-hot route master QB in the game right now. If you don't need a hot route master, Lamar's like, if you took hot route master off Joe Montana doesn't come close to a lot of the quarterbacks we've been seeing come out, but because he gets hot route master, it obviously does add some value to him. So Joe Montana is not perfect. Lamar Jackson is basically a perfect card, has the luck release, has good speed acceleration, good accuracy stats, good throw on the run. It's all there. Even can make guys miss, decent carrying as well. So Lamar Jackson is a really, really good card. I'm going to give him an A+. He is the best, like I said, the best non-hot route master QB in the game right now. Next up, Jair Alexander. Jair Alexander, he's right up there with, Jalen Johnson. He's right up there with Darrelle Revis. Avonte Maddox also. Like he's pretty similar to a lot of these guys. But 90 speed, he's pretty similar to, I guess it's like, 5'9" Avonte, 5'10" Jair, and then 5'11" Darrelle Revis, and then 6' Jalen Johnson. So it kind of goes, up with these 90+ speed corners. But if you're playing man-to-man, Jair's pretty nice. Or zone, he's also pretty good there. Not as good as a tackler as Darrelle Revis. And a stat that I've definitely noticed matters this year on corners more than ever, if you're not using pick artist, is the catching traffic, and spec catch. Darrelle Revis, you're going to see here, he's got good catching traffic, good spec catch. Even on safeties like that, it matters for those dropped interceptions. That will eventually get passed, but right now they're still a thing. So Jair Alexander doesn't have the best catching traffic or spec catch, which could lead to dropped interceptions. But he's going to be pretty solid. I'm going to give him like an A- to B+. This card is definitely pretty nice as far as the cornerbacks go. But yeah, a lot of short corners and a lot of tall receivers coming out. We need those tall corners. Where's Sauce? Where's Woolen? Where's PS2? We need those guys. Charles Tillman, Rod Woodson. Where are those guys at? Next up, though, here's a tall DB. Justin Simmons. 90 speed, 92 acceleration, 91 zone coverage, 85 catching, 77 spec catch, really nice. 88 pursuit, low hit power, pretty decent tackling for a free safety, honestly. But 6'2". Looking at the free safety landscape, I would still probably say that Ed Reed is better. Ed Reed has really good catching stats across the board, can hit and tackle a little bit better. Maybe not tackle, but can hit better, feels a little bit more solid out there than Justin Simmons. But if you refuse to use a 5'11" safety, Justin Simmons is there for you as a user, as an over-the-top guy. This card's actually really nice. Having Simmons and, Ed Reed over the top, I think they're probably they're definitely 2 of the top 4 safeties. I think right now it's, Simmons, Polamalu, Simmons, Polamalu, and Reed are my top 4 safeties right now in the game. But I like Justin Simmons a lot. I'm going to give this card like an A. Really nice card. And definitely did deserve an upgrade. And probably one of the better Justin Simmons cards we've seen in recent MUT history here. Next up, though, Donald Parham, a card that you may have used already on Sunday if you did get on Madden that day. I did not get on Sunday. I did not get on the game Sunday. But 89 speed, 90 acceleration. The run blocking, he's actually not awful. He's got 73 run block, kind of low impact block. Like George Kittle's a much better run blocking tight end. But yeah, if this was last year's game, Donnie Parham would be one of the best cards in the game. Because it's this year's game, and how kind of, I guess he's got 89 deep route, and he's pretty crazy. He's pretty good. He's still pretty good. Is he Kyle Pitts? I probably would still say Kyle Pitts is a better tight end in this game. But Donald Parham, 6'8". Like, tall receivers don't do what they did last year. You're not going to be agging guys consistently. It will take a little bit of skill to actually get some successful ags with Donnie. But yeah, this card's pretty good. I'm gonna give him an A. I'm gonna give Donnie an A. I wish his run blocking was a little bit better, so I'm gonna give him an A. Next up, Devin White. Devin White does get Lurk Artist. He has pre-baked Lurker. Take that off immediately. Put Lurk Artist on him. 90 speed, 90 acceleration. And as far as the other Lurk Artist linebackers in the game right now, Devin White's 6 foot. Fully sided Louis Kuhn's 6'2". I think he's better than Anthony Walker, I would say, because of these stats right here. And also really good man coverage as well, which is really important, actually. Especially for someone like me. For someone like me, I will use my over-the-top safety sometimes and let my linebacker kind of lurk in the middle. So having that good man-to-man coverage is actually really nice. Good tackling stats, 230. This card's actually really nice. Is he better than Jordan Hicks? Let me see. Wait, how much is that COD? I think he might be better than Jordan Hicks. No lie, he really might be. Yeah, I would take him over Jordan Hicks. Devin White might be third best user because there is Dave Robinson. So he might be number 3, man. Fully sided Louis Kuhn? Yeah, I probably would take him over fully sided Louis Kuhn too. I don't know. Devin White's actually a really nice card. This card's really good. I kind of want to give him a try. I'm interested to see how he plays in game. Quite interested. All right, next up, Kayvon Thibodeau. By the way, I'm going to give him an A+. This card's really good. Next up, Kayvon Thibodeau. 89 speed, 91 acceleration, 90 power moves with 1 trait. Which, again, 1 trait's not bad. If his 1 trait is, pass rush style bull rush and all he has is power moves, it's not the end of the world. That's why I like finesse move guys better, because they have 2 animations they can go to instead of just 1. But Kayvon Thibodeau won't be bad. He won't be awful. Good tackling stats, low hit power, but good impact block, good block shed, good tackling. So he won't be bad. This card, I'm gonna give him a B+. But he'll be pretty. I might give him an A-. I like that speed off the edge. That speed off the edge is actually really nice. And he's 6'4", 250, so a big body. We then have both of our LTDs. First one is Harrison Butker. Going for 573 right now. 90 kick power, 87 kick accuracy, and I could easily see, I could definitely see Harrison Butker's probably shooting up once he's out of packs because he's the highest kick power kicker in the game, higher than Justin Tucker. We have, basically back-to-back LTD kickers here. But this card, I'm gonna give him best kicker in the game. I guess I'll give him an A+. We'll give him an A+. Best kicker in the game. It is what it is. And finally, we have Josh Allen to round it out today. 2 traits, please. 1 trait. So yeah, his traits are not perfect, and I'll explain why. So bull rush is a power move animation, and then he has a high finesse move, but he has a low power move. So when he does go to that power move animation, it's not gonna work. But then he has 1 finesse move animation, which is, it's okay. Swim move's pretty good, but you would like to have him at least you'd rather see him have, if he is going to have 2 traits, you'd rather it be spin move and swim move. But 88 tackling, pursuit. I would say that Kayvon Thibodeau's card is better than this one. So I'm going to give Josh Allen a B. If you do get this card, I would probably just sell him. That's probably what I would do with Josh Allen, but still not a bad card for you Jaguars teams out there. So, yeah, that is going to do it for our most feared cards today. Pretty solid drop. Definitely the best of the 3 for sure. Lamar Jackson, Jair Alexander, Justin Simmons, Donald Parham, Devin White, Kayvon Thibodeau, all really good cards. So, definitely better than the last drop, 100%. And then also Devontae Adams, too, with some pretty, okay 87s. I would like to see some better budget cards come out of these promos, but it is what it is. We really haven't had good budget cards since Campus Heroes, it feels like, to be honest with you. But yeah, as always, I will see you boys in the next one.